would help if I unmute us. Hello, yes. We are here with a new show. It's going to be very fun and exciting. Do have a few announcements to take care of before we get things started. Um, it is still September, so September is going off, 30% off regular subs for this month only. You can be one of Tori's subs, but as soon as October hits, that's gone. Tori won't be accepting any more submissions. um, we do have a new community challenge going. You can spend your blood bag or blood drive credits and try and unlock a special bonus episode of Sad Vampire Boyfriend
where we have dragons
with dragons.
Yes, Charlie is very reluctant, but for the good of the blood drive,
Yes.
they are open.
I'll give you your dragons for the good of the blood drive and the good of the vampires.
Yes.
What are you doing to me?
Making you
I
dragons.
I regret all my life choices.
Fair.
This is the start of a bi-weekly show. We're going to be using a new system that EP has been developing for many years, and all of us have joined on to try and help make that dream a reality. So, yeah, we'll introduce you to the system, hopefully get you excited about it. If you watched a one-shot we had a few weeks back, it was using the same kind of stuff, but now we're trying to do a longer-running campaign. But that's everything I have. So let's go around and some quick introductions. I am Charlie. I will be playing Edgar Borenson this evening. He, him pronouns. And let's go down to Jenna, if you would like to.
Hey
go
everyone,
ahead.
I'm Jenna, and I will be playing Mickey O'Leary, they them pronouns.
Okay, and Missy, if you'd like to go next.
Well,
Missy,
hi. I'm yes, I was, and I'm right. I'm Missy. She, her pronouns, and
Who are you playing?
oh dear. Excuse me, a moment.
We can go up to Danny. Please tell us who you are playing this evening.
Hello, I'm playing Dr. Baggins. He, him pronouns. And yes.
Okay, and EP, if you'd like to introduce yourself, and you can get started.
Okay, so my name is EP, and I'll be running tonight's game, and hopefully the games every other week for the foreseeable future.
Okay, feel free to dive in, or if there's anything you'd like to explain about the system we're using for any new people.
Sure.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. And so the system is what we refer to as the fairy system. There are 5 basic stats. You have fitness, awareness, intellect, rapport, and something called yawns. Everything is pretty much what it sounds like, or it governs pretty much what it sounds like. Yawns may not make much sense, but basically yawns is there for magic. If individuals have access to that. And then, of course, based on your stats or your traits, as we call them in this system, then there are 15 skills that build off of that. Resolution is governed under the system that we're going to be using tonight by something called Witches, Dwarves, and Trolls. For the most part, the system's diceless. The setting itself is steampunk, and it starts out at the World's Fair. and of course, there are several World's Fairs, but this is the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri. Um, when I've run this campaign in the past, we normally start off sessions after the first session with the entire group, and of course, Charlie. I realized that Edgar wasn't participating last time, but for Missy, for Kala, for Mickey, for Dr. Baggins, they were all here. And so if Jenna or Missy or Danny or a combination of all three want to give a basic recap of what we went through, uh, we'll go through that, get Charlie up to speed, and then we'll start with tonight's session.
I can do a recap, but it'll be really funny because I don't remember everyone's specific names. So
That's fine.
we were at a sketchy,
Do it.
churchy guys.
Churchy guys.
And then he was
McGrady?
being kind of suspicious. And then some other suspicious guys came to the house when he was at church. And and then we knocked them out because they were suspicious. And then one of them ran upstairs and woke up the good doctor and then was looking for something, but we also apprehended that person and took away what they were looking for. And now we have a creepy doll in Missy's character's bag. And then we went to the World Fair, and then stuff blew up. And then we tried to follow the tank-like thing that was like running away, but we didn't find it. And then the creepy guy's house, it burned down. And now we're in bad guy's speakeasy basement. I feel like that was a really bad recap, but kind of funny. Hope that clears it up for you, Charlie.
Not really, but it's fine. I still like churchy guys.
Creepy churchy guys.
Skippy, churchy guys.
Bed and breakfast?
So, does anybody want to fill in any gaps, or are we pretty okay with that synopsis?
Well, I think they remember it better than I did.
Okay.
Very impressive. Okay, so churchy guy, that was Mr. McGreedy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You might remember a little more than me. Creepy churchy guy. That's
Oh,
what he is in
name-
my brain.
Names maybe. Plot.
Perfect, because I
I
can
kind of
remember
dropped
plot,
the ball
but not names.
because I was scrambling to finish my character sheet. Okay.
All right.
So
So,
the suspicious guys were Pinkertons.
Yes,
Yay.
Pinkertons. Yes, this is fish fake cops. Yes, them.
Mysterious Pinkertons.
Who we knocked out, tied up, and then took to the police station to return the contraband.
Hmm.
Oh,
Was
the
really awkward
fake
'cause
cops.
They were legit agents, but not like cops, you know?
so everybody, and I don't know, I don't think we covered this last time, but everybody that was there, so for the three of us for the three of you that were, you'll get one NSP or natural selection point. And of course, Jenna, because you covered most of the recap, feel free to take 2.
Ooh. What do we use
Yeah.
those on? Traits or skills?
You can use them for either.
Are they story points?
Yes.
Okay.
You may have them reflected as story points on the character sheet that you have. But I've gone ahead and I've gone back to natural selection
Okay.
points. And basically the way that they work is if you want to increase your traits, the cost to increase a trait. So for example, if you have a trait of 1 in something, like say I have a 1 in fitness, and I want to increase my fitness to a 2, it's going to be 3 times whatever you're trying to three
Got it.
times the trait that you're wanting to increase to. So to go
Holy
from
free
a
holy.
1 to a 2, it would cost 2 times 3. So that would be 6 natural selection points.
Okay.
And then to increase your skills, it's going to be the same thing, but times 5.
Okay.
Now, a couple of things really quick that we may need to just to refresh everybody's memory. So we ended the session last time with everybody at a bar, and the bar was run by a couple of brothers. So you had Wendy, and you had Frank, and of course their brother Jackie, 16-year-old kid, hasn't
That's the
come
one
home.
that the Pinkerton stabbed, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't know that Pinkerton stabbed him.
Mickey just assumes that that's what happened.
Yeah. And I think if I were in that situation, that's probably what I would assume too.
That's why we didn't tell him where he was.
So that said, you were asked to either stay at the bar or to leave. And I think that all of the party decided to leave. However, because we do have members that were not with us, that are not with us tonight, in the event that they want to join back in the future, I'm going to say that 2 of the individuals that were here previously decide to stay at the bar. So for the 3 of you that decide to leave, you come up out of the basement. Other 2 decide to stay, and as you come up, Frankie and Wendy are walking you out, and as you're coming up, they escort you to the door, and I would like for the 3 of you to go ahead and witches, dwarves, or trolls.
Witches.
All right. Okay, so all right, and
Witches.
okay. So as you're coming up, Missy, you look over as the door's being shut, and you see a figure slumped over. There's an alleyway that runs between the bar and the building next to it, to the left. And as everybody's gathering out, you're kind of over by the left, and you see something slumped over in the corner of this alleyway. And of course, Wendy and Frank are locking the building up, and they're getting ready to go on their way. And they turn to the 3 of you and say, okay, well, we wish you good luck. If you see our brother, just go ahead and tell him to come home.
Is that him? Points to the slumped over thing.
So that would have been for Kala.
Oh, for Kala. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I said Mickey, and sorry if it came out Mickey.
No. I probably just didn't hear that.
That's fine.
Right.
And so I'll go ahead from this point forward and make sure to use character names.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And so, yeah, so they just go on. They start walking over to the right. And as as the three of you are just standing there, what are you going to do?
Okay. And you say this is so it's slumped over, huh?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting way to put it.
Like if somebody was sitting down
Mm-hmm.
just with their head barely visible in the
Mhm.
alleyway. And it looks like the figure might be sitting on the ground and kind of pressed up against the building.
Right. I think I'd like to do an awareness check.
Okay. So go ahead, witches,
I
dwarves,
can
or
do that.
trolls.
Okay. All right. Let's go with witches.
Okay. So let me go ahead and roll. Okay. So what are you like? So as you're looking at this, what you are able to make out without like turning the corner or anything like that, actually getting closer to the figure that you see, you see what looks like it might be a hat, and the hat looks. You have a flash of insight, and it seems very, very similar to what you caught a glimpse of the morning before one of the conversations with one of the people at the door to Old Man McCready's place.
I see. So, right. So it's just that figure and the party of three at the
Yes.
moment.
Yeah. And so, are you going to say anything about what you noticed to the rest of the group?
Well, yeah. So the hat was familiar then.
Huh? But you weren't at the door, so you can't really. It's not really sparking in your memory who it might have belonged to.
Okay. All right. So without without intruding any further around the corner, right. I want quietly like nudge the other two in the party. And Kala says, Kala actually whispers this time. I think we have something to us.
I think that might be the one guy. Yeah.
Which one?
The one who got stabbed by the Pinkerton guys.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh no.
I hope he's not dead. Let's go find him. Let's go look.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Let me go see what we can figure out here. Where is he? Okay. I'm gonna go see how he's doing.
All right. So you round the corner enough to where you can actually see, and yes, this does seem to be a young gentleman around 16, maybe 17 years of age.
Okay.
And he just without even like going up to him, anything like that, he does not seem to be in a good way, if he's even still alive.
Okay.
And you notice that yes, his clothes are his torso is covered in blood. In addition to that, he looks like he may have been roughed up.
Oh. Okay. I go and check on his health, like basic vitals, and see if he's responsive.
Yeah, it's pretty clear he's gone.
Oh,
He's dead?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'm sure glad that I didn't walk over, knock on the bar, and tell them that they're. Yeah,
Oh.
I think we should just let them find the body on their own. I don't want to be involved with that.
Yeah, these guys are.
That kid really should have came inside when I told him to come inside.
And then he could have found me, and then we could have fixed him, and we
Right,
would've
then he
been
wouldn't be
better.
dead.
Now he's there.
Yep,
It's not good.
I know, right?
Oh dear, bless his heart. I wonder what
Can we at
happened.
least check his pockets for change? What?
Yeah, let's loot the body of the 16-year-old kid that's dead in the alley.
If
All
anybody
right,
wants
I
to
like
do
how
this,
you
we're
said
gonna get
Ella.
murdered. You're next.
Okay, so
What they see?
is that what you're doing?
Mickey's gonna try to block the view if Kyla's gonna do that.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to
Okay,
feel her
okay,
off. No.
okay, we let the body be.
Do you want to be next, Kala?
You
That's
are a
how you do
doctor.
it.
All right,
To me-
so as
And Khaled drops the issue.
so Kella's not doing that.
No.
Okay. All right. So now that you have found Jackie,
Oh, Jackie.
We
what
should
do you
check
want to
his
do?
pocket for clues, though.
Oh. Okay.
We don't have to steal his things, but if there's clues in there, maybe we should check.
That coin purse is definitely a clue. Should take that for reference just in case.
You never know.
Could be some DNA on there. Forensics is happening now, right?
I don't know. Absolutely not.
Guard everybody. Do what you want.
Yeah. Block.
Do what you want.
Nothing suspicious here, guys. We're very discreet.
So discreet.
Yay.
So discreet.
All right. So is anybody rifling through the corpse?
Oh!
Maybe the doctor should. So if we get caught, we can just be like,
I'm just checking his pulse.
in his pants pocket. It's fine.
Gala Wheeler had an intrusive thought.
Okay.
The rectum is the best place to check the temperature. We all know this.
How dare you poison him? He's a doctor.
All right. Do you really want me to? I will do it. But y'all cover me.
Yeah,
All right.
I got you.
All right.
I'm checking his pulse
So what are you
and
checking?
respiration.
Khaled is just
pockets.
incredulous right now.
Pockets.
We're looking for the pulse in the pockets.
Pockets.
And right after you said I couldn't.
Well, I made a good point about clues.
Step one, pillage.
Clues? What for clues? I just want to see if he has
Step
changed.
one is always pillage on this live stream.
All right.
Pillage and assault.
I'll just take the note.
Okay.
I'll take the note with blood on it.
Yeah, that's probably a clue.
Okay. And
Let's
I'll let y'all know that
Let's
there's
GTFO,
you know,
guys.
a pocket watch and
Let's go. We're
We're good.
so late. We gotta be somewhere like
yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Let's go there. And
That's what the note says.
then read the note. See
Yeah.
what's happening before I get to be next.
Yeah. Get
Don't-
away from the evidence.
What else is there? Oh. I didn't take the pocket watch. I don't want to. I mean, I'll open the wallet really quickly,
You open the wallet?
just to look and see if there's anything important.
So go ahead.
Like money?
Witches, dwarves, or trolls?
Like an ID, Jenna.
Very ethical doctor.
Dwarves.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I feel like I should have an ad read.
Okay. I'm taking the key.
all right.
I'm taking the key.
Fair.
All right.
I'm taking the key. I don't know what the key's for, but it's interesting.
All right. So you fold open the wallet, and there's a key in the dollar
Ooh.
slot, and you go ahead and you take this
Taking
key
from
out, and the key has the numbers on it.
Ooh.
204.
204. Okay. I'll take the key.
All right. So you take the key. You've got the folded up piece of paper.
Yep.
Now, what is the party doing?
Getting away from the body. Far, far away from the body. I do not want to be here when the gangster bar guys, speakeasy people find the body. I don't want to be here when the Pinkerton people are here. I don't want to be here when the cops come. I don't want to be here when none of that happens.
All right.
All right. So where are you going?
Away.
Couple of places that you could go. You could look for the nearest open restaurant that might be serving breakfast.
Sounds delicious.
You could go ahead and the fair isn't going to be opening for about another 4 hours.
It's gonna
Because
reopen?
the fair,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, the fair is going to open at 8 o'clock. It's currently about 4 o'clock in the morning.
We could just get breakfast at the fair because I told the lady that I was in the Olympics.
You could do that, yeah. So
Free food.
so that said, or if any of you had any other place to be in the city for the next 4 hours, you could go ahead and you could try to go there.
Do you
But
think they got the fire out at McCready's? Maybe we could look for clues in the ash. I don't know.
you could try that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Sure.
my best. Otherwise, we could just go break into the fair. What's that key to?
I don't know.
Does it look like a security deposit key? Does it look like a hotel key? Does it look like what does it look like? Storage key?
So yeah, it looks like
Whoopsies.
based on your experience and everything else, it looks like it might be the key to either a safety deposit box or yeah, something like a safety deposit box.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
So we gotta wait for the bank to be open to check that out. Then, bank's not open at 4 a.m.
Assuming it's going to be.
Should we go drink
it gotta
coffee
wait
and
for me.
whiskey? We could put the whiskey you stole, Kella, in the coffee, and have a nice day.
You will thank me later.
True.
And I think once we're at our new destination, I'll open the note.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's just go get coffee for a little bit. We're just gonna go drink coffee at a diner.
So you're looking for something that would be open, and you're currently down at the wharf.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, so you're wandering the wharf looking for any place that's going to be open.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are you going right, left, north, east, west, north, south? If you walk to the let me try to think it real quick with the map. So if you're going to be walking toward the east, any distance whatsoever, you're going to hit right smack dab into the Mississippi River. So you're going to want to head to the west, north, or south.
West?
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
So as you start walking off to the west, basically you're just passing along a bunch of, yeah, buildings look like they're different pubs and bars and all of that. Lights are off. Everything is pretty much just dead, right? And as you're walking along, everybody, witches, dwarves, or trolls, prowess, awareness-based prowess check.
Trolls.
Which is
Dwarves.
Okay, so enough of you got it that as you're walking along, you think you hear footsteps behind you.
Mickey's. Well, I don't know if Mickey was one of the ones who knows. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Mickey does.
Sure. Mickey's gonna like take like an inconspicuous glance behind them and just kind of like cock their head to indicate that there's somebody following. I bet it's the fucking Pinkerton agents again.
Mhm.
They just won't leave us alone.
Well,
What?
can I look back
Uh-huh.
and confirm what we think?
So are you going to just do a quick sideways glance, or are you...
Like an inconspicuous look.
Okay. So as you do that, yeah, there is somebody very definitely walking behind you.
Okay.
And as you're listening, you're making out a clack on the cobblestones that doesn't quite sound like footsteps.
Put my hand in my pocket for the rocks that I pocketed before, in case I need to, chuck a rock at somebody's face, just in case. I have pocket rocks just in case.
You never know when you might need pocket rocks.
It's a real concern.
Gotta do what you gotta do with what you got.
Right?
Let's see. I'll go ahead and be curious enough to be like, what on earth is that? I'll look.
Okay. As you look back, you see a man, probably looks like he's maybe 23, 24 years old, dressed in clothes that might have been in fashion like 70 years ago.
What?
And he, as he's walking along behind you, you notice that he's walking with a cane.
No.
And he sees you look back and he says, hello there.
Hello.
Do you mind if I ask where you're off to?
What are you, a cop? You a cop? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
I must say I am not.
Why are you interested in where we're going then?
All of you look lost.
We're not lost.
Okay.
We're just looking for coffee to put the whiskey in.
Well, you're not going to find any establishments here that will be open for the next 3, maybe 4 hours. I could open up my place and we could have some coffee and something to drink there.
Why would you do that for us?
To get you off the street.
Is that a concern?
Well, have you seen what's going on in this city?
Yeah, you've seen it.
Okay. Offer stands if you want to have some coffee at my establishment. I can open up the doors.
Yes,
And-
no? What do we think?
Where is it?
It's just up the street here. Can't miss it. You'll go up to the end of the street. You'll hang a right. Big sign, Baudelaire's, can't miss it.
Okay.
Visti.
What was that?
What about Visti? Do you have Visti?
Yes, whiskey. We have bourbon.
We have.
Perfect. I think you
yes.
stole a bottle from the bar.
We have some.
I'm pretty sure you have a couple bottles in that bag. Clinkety, clinkety, clink.
I think Kala tried to steal.
Oh, okay.
And yeah. And she was very politely asked to put it back.
Darn it.
It was really lucky because I'm pretty sure those people were gangsters.
Yeah, I remember that. Put it back.
All right. I guess.
All right, let's go.
Let's do that.
Yeah, sounds. What's your name? What's your name, dude?
Yes, my name's John.
John.
John Henry Alves.
Do you go to church, John?
No, I can't say that I do.
Okay, let's
Do
go.
you go to church?
I'm not allowed at church anymore. It's a long story. It's a long story. Apparently, you're not supposed to drink all of this holy sacrament wine or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yes, I must say that I don't know the first thing about church. Try to stay as far away from them as I can myself. But
Just promise me wine. I don't know.
well, I guess you can take whatever you can from the sacrament or the sermons or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know
But
either.
yes, just right up here, and let me go ahead. He starts walking up ahead of you, and do you follow him?
I look
Yeah.
to Kala and Dr. Baggins. And...
I'm down.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so he goes up ahead of you, still clacking along with his cane. As he's walking ahead of you, you can tell that it looks like he's limping pretty badly.
No.
But then he hangs a right at the street ahead, and as you turn, you see a sign, painted sign, kind of a rundown looking bar, Baudelaire's. And he walks up to the door, takes out a key, what looks like a key, opens it up, and goes inside. Hangs his head out.
Follow
And
him
says-
inside.
Okay. So he goes ahead, motions over to a table, and says, if you will excuse me, I'll go ahead and talk to my co-owner,
Okay.
and he'll be able to handle any needs that you have. His name is Tommy,
Okay.
and if you don't have any other need of me, I'm going to get some sleep.
You go get it, gentlemen.
Okay, so he
Thank you.
he goes over, goes past a set of double doors into the back. You hear a bit of talking going on, and then of course, an individual, a guy, maybe in his mid to late 20s, comes out, African American,
Mm-hmm.
looks like he might be very confident, comes out and he says, so John tells me that to go ahead and take care of anything that you need. I can open up the bar for you if you'd like. We do have a little bit of food. Can I interest you in anything?
Yeah, I guess I could eat. I guess. Yeah.
All right, we got eggs. So I can fix eggs for you. I can fix some toast. I can fix. We've got some steaks that I could fix for you that we had left over. Other than that, probably fry up some bacon if you want it. We've got orange juice that I can make for you from the oranges that we have. Don't have much of a need for that. And we've got some milk. Other than that, we've got alcohol. What do you want?
I'm not too picky. Eggs is fine. Toast.
Yeah, I was gonna say like just simple.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back in the back room here. I'll come back out with your food when it's done.
Thank you.
All right. So the bar itself is pretty much like you would expect a bar to be from any old Western movie from the 1870s, 1880s. You've got card tables, rather large, ornate
Swinging
card.
doors.
Inside the building, yes. There's a regular door on the outside, swinging doors leading into the kitchen. You've got very ornate card tables. There's a piano over to one side of the room that you're in. And there is, now that Tommy is up and about, there is a couple of lanterns that he's turned on inside the main room.
Let's read the note.
Yes, that's good time. Yes.
So you flip open the note, and the note says,
Bloody note time.
Bloody note.
What's it say?
meeting at Overton's December 22nd, 7 p.m. And it says May 1st Brigade cordially requests your attendance.
Oh,
What's the date right now?
Today is the morning of the 21st.
Ah.
About maybe 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And Charlie, at this point, I am going to say that Edgar is taking a walk through the city. Cannot sleep because Edgar has some a bit of an overhang from prior service. He is thinking about home. Is thinking about just a lot of things on his mind. He's up and taking a walkabout. And as he is walking along some of the rougher sections of the city, he is starting to smell bacon.
Ooh. Love me some good bacon. I will follow the smell.
All right, so you follow the smell, and it leads you to up the street from where you are. There is a what looks like it might be a pub with a wooden sign up above the door that says Baudelaire's. And you've got some glass windows that you can look through. There's a light that seems to be on in the inside, and you see three people sitting around one of the card tables inside the building, and it looks like they're poring over a note.
Okay. I will try the handle and see if it opens. If the front door
It
opens. Okay. I'll stick my head inside and say, care for one more.
All right. At this point, to help set the scene,
Say what?
does everybody want to describe what their characters look like?
I am a 19-year-old guy with some colorful houndstooth tweed suit and a hat, looking a bit disheveled, and close cropped dark brown hair and green eyes.
All right. Kala, Mickey, or Edgar?
Oh, go ahead, Edgar.
Okay. You see a mid-30s man sticking his head through the door, has bright red hair, close cropped, probably a little cabbie's hat on his head, a very bushy mustache, and probably some chin scruff. And I imagine like just super dressed down in, I guess, overalls, maybe like a leather jacket.
Mickey has got short brown hair that is in like a newsboy hat, and then like has like a white shirt with a vest on, and just like like the vest is gray and the pants are brown, and it's just very nondescript, very non-suspicious person. Definitely not suspicious at all. Looks like an upstanding citizen.
Very discreet.
Very discreet. Yeah, small, like short, but not too short. Like maybe like 5'4" or 5'5", you know.
Definitely in keeping with the time.
Mm-hmm.
Kala?
Huh?
What does Kala look like?
Well, you see a woman, 5'7", I would say thereabouts. Her hair is pretty dark, but it's been bleached by the sun, and while relatively fair, she is quite suntan. And she's, I mean, her clothing is like, I would say equal. Yes, her wardrobe is like equal parts vagrant, pirate, and fortune teller. And
amazing.
She's got a ratty looking mariner's cap. Her hair's just is tied unceremoniously into a ponytail. She just does not care to style it like uh, us keeping us everyone else at about the time is doing. She's she's got a she's got a weird accent. It's like vaguely Slavic, but it's not, you can't really pinpoint where. And at times it seems both forced and instinctive, like as if you can't tell if she's putting on an accent or if it's really her accent.
And so now that we've got that out of the way so that everybody has more of a sense of what everybody looks like, as Edgar pokes his head in and asks if it would be okay to join, you hear a voice. Edgar would hear a voice, all of you would hear a voice calling out from what seems to be the kitchen, the source of the smell, saying, did somebody just come in?
Yes.
Smelled the bacon. Got room for another?
Who are you?
Brought a friend.
Are you with them?
I've never seen this man in my entire life.
If I say yes, do I get some bacon?
Yeah, Callum just
come
steps
on
right
in.
up,
Come on in.
just
This one
staring,
seems
staring
really
inches
wants
away
it.
from his face intensely. Who are you?
And the same voice says, just make sure you lock the door behind you.
Good
Sure.
idea.
Does Calla move enough where he can step in and close the door, or is she blocking him in the doorway, basically?
Oh no, she's standing far away enough that that he can enter, but she's really just giving him a hard time. Who are you? Are you a murderer? Are you here to kill us?
Uh,
I'm like, Callum,
Or worse.
stop.
You are Atherton.
not a cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop.
You have to tell us if you're a cop or not. Those are the
It is-
rules. I don't
it
make
is
them.
Please,
law.
question everybody gets.
I'm a pilot.
Top.
I'm a pilot.
That is the Mickey question.
Every single person they meet. Are you a
Did
cop?
you bring whiskey?
Sadly,
What's
no.
the password? Are
Is
you
it
a
bacon?
Bacon. I think that's a good pass.
Okay,
Never
he checks out.
because a pig is a cop.
Okay,
I want to share the bacon.
fine. Go have your precious bacon.
Well,
Alright.
I will.
Now it kind of shoves him away from the door towards the bacon.
He makes sure to
Have your
lock the
precious
door,
Bacon.
and he'll go over and is there
Seems like a beacon.
like a countertop with stools, or is it all tables?
So yeah, there is a countertop with stools close to the kitchen.
Okay.
So you could go ahead and sit there.
Yeah, I'd head over and take a seat on a stool and probably just start drumming my fingers on the countertop and whistling a little tune.
All right. So as you're sitting there, same guy that I described before comes out. He's got a couple plates with him. He goes ahead and he goes up to Edgar, puts a plate down. It's got a bacon sandwich on it. And it's got some French fries along with that, freshly cut.
Oh,
And
that is
then
nice.
there's a larger plate that he takes over to the table, and he says, "Sorry about this. The staff hasn't gotten back in yet. We've got some dishes to wash through and everything. They've got some dishes to wash through, but yeah, this should be big enough for all of you." And on one side, there's just strips of bacon. Looks like maybe about 2 pounds worth.
Oh my gosh.
And
What is
then-
this gonna cost us?
I was just gonna say,
Don't-
wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
What?
And then there's some slices of bread. You've got some cheese. And then
This is too much, you guys. Thank you.
in addition,
Yeah, this
there's
is so kind.
some eggs with some forks and spoons and all of that.
Family style.
And he says, "Let me go ahead and I'll get the drinks." And yeah, I'm going to be back in the back until I'm going to wait around until all of y'all decide that you're ready to leave. And then once you're out of here, I'll go ahead and lock up and be on my way. If you need anything, like I said, I'll be in the kitchen. Otherwise, yeah, just let me know if you need anything.
Do you need anything?
Uh,
This is so nice. What?
so unless you want to wash some dishes,
You know, I wouldn't mind to do something to
help
help
wash
you.
dishes.
This is super nice.
all right.
Thanks.
Yeah, just let me know whenever you're ready.
Cool.
And of course, Tommy then goes back into the kitchen.
Tala is just sitting next to the new arrival at the table and just
Ella.
Don't mind her. She's
just
suspicious
staring.
of everyone. Says
She's not
Mickey,
the-
who asks everybody if they're.
She's not.
I mean, fair enough if you're going to be out in the wee hours of the morning. It's right to be suspicious, especially in this part of town.
Yeah.
I just want some bacon.
What were you doing in this part of town?
Wandering, couldn't sleep. You know, needed somewhere to go. Smelled the bacon, ended up here.
I am only protecting my friends. They are passengers. They owe me money.
Paid you.
I see.
We have already paid you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they didn't just pay half at the start, the other half later. I don't know.
I mean, I think we paid for the passage here. I think we need to pay for the passage back. But
You
yeah.
want us to be alive so we can pay to get back.
Yes.
That's
Basically,
what that's what.
Yep.
It's just Helen protecting her business interest.
Yep. Sounds right.
Now, I would want to point something out too. Kala still has her boat.
Yeah.
So if worse came to worse,
We could just get out of here. We could just leave.
yeah.
Anytime.
That is true.
We hope she
How
does.
bad do we want to go to the fair that's bombing?
She's this far inland. She's always suspicious that someone's going to steal her boat.
You're too far away from your baby.
I didn't have to steal it.
You're too far away from your baby.
We're not going to steal
Yes.
your boat. We're here. Like,
Well, is he
can't-
going to steal my boat?
I don't think he knows about your boat.
That is why he is stalking us.
Now now he knows about your boat, but he didn't know about your boat before.
I really
He knows about
don't
your boat.
need. I've got my own. I've got an airboat, so my
Airboat?
yeah, I've got an airboat. I'm a pilot.
Airboat.
Do you know anything about the bombing?
Talk boat.
Pilots bomb things, right?
Do I know anything about these supposed
I have
bombings?
one like that, except it is a water boat.
Yeah.
So yeah, in regards to the bombings that have happened, you've been around long enough that Edgar would have heard about the bombings in and around St. Louis over the past couple of days. And yeah, you have also heard that the fair has been shut down. And yeah, until further notice.
Hmm.
And so,
To the bank.
So am I just kind of basically have sort of leave to just
yeah,
wander around until either we get out of here or the fair opens?
yeah, you
Okay.
got it. And you do know that you're going to be, unless you hear otherwise, you're going to be in St. Louis until at least December 1st.
Isn't that today?
December 1st. Right now it is November 21st.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I've heard about the bombings. Got me out of some work. At least for the moment. Been lurking at the fair.
Well,
So I've got some time to kill.
What do you know about the bombings? Who did it? Who done did it?
Well, if I knew who did it, fair would probably be open.
Ah, fair.
Fair.
Fair's what's fair at the fair.
It's all fair at the fair.
Well, I don't know if it's all fair at the fair. I mean, you have those little games and stuff. Those aren't fair. Those are rigged.
True.
Thanks for the tip.
Spend your money on food instead.
Oh, we don't have to. I'm an Olympian.
Oh, really? What sport?
Acrobatics. Yep.
Fancy, impressive.
Mm-hmm.
When are you competing? I'll have to see.
Yeah, yep. Definitely. This is my sports medicine doctor, Dr. Baggins. And this is my boat captain, Kala.
You got a whole entourage.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. Surprised if you're such an important Olympian here with the bombings, you don't have a personal guard or something.
Oh, he's at the bar. He got really drunk.
That's fair. Could go for an Irish coffee myself.
Sounds wonderful. At this end,
Definitely.
Kala is eating a single French fry.
Definitely helpful that the two people that drive are definitely always drunk. The boat driver and the airship driver. Super duper. Just, I feel great about that.
As you're, oh, go ahead.
A little whiskey never hurt anybody, and besides, when you're up in the air, there's fewer obstacles.
Yeah, but once you gotta be sober enough to get in the air.
I'm mad
So
after
as-
my own heart.
As all of you are talking, Tommy comes out from the kitchen, and he's got your drinks with him, and he says, "You know, I heard all of you talking. Where are you staying at?"
Where?
Who's
That's-
this?
Well, I'm an Olympian, so
Question.
obviously we're staying at the Olympian Village thing.
Okay, so why?
And definitely not McCready's, which blew up.
What? McCready's, the boarding house?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so if you're an Olympian,
Olympian.
Not McCready's.
Clearly an Olympian.
how do you know about McCready's?
Because we walked by it on our way away from the explosions.
Okay. Yeah, then yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, I do have to ask though, if you're Olympians, why didn't you just why are you all the way out here?
Because there's bombing happening. It's gotta be
Yeah, I'm
controlled.
suspicious of everything. I can't get hurt. It's really important that I compete.
Okay, and why didn't you just hail a cab and go back to the village instead of wandering out here and having John collect you like a pack of strays?
I mean, we're just enjoying our time in the city, looking around at the place.
Okay,
You know,
all right.
I haven't been here before, but I don't know about the rest of you.
Nope. Never
Okay.
been to Missouri before.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. He pops his head back into the kitchen.
Wow. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I agree. Oh,
All right.
this is some good food.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So you go ahead and you get done with your food.
Mm.
And at this point, what do you want to do?
Well, I will clean some dishes
All
before
right.
we leave.
So you go ahead and it's 5 o'clock.
Mm.
You go back into the kitchen.
Mhm.
Tommy shows you where the dishes are, where the sink is,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Have at it."
All right, I do it.
Yep. Wash the dishes.
All right.
Washing dishes.
I'm going to say that it takes all of you working together. And does Edgar want to help out in this?
Yeah, I'd help.
All right. So all of you working together, it takes, I'd say, probably about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Um,
Some dishes.
because
Dishes.
Tom says, while you're at it,
Mhm.
if you want to go ahead and just clean off the tables and everything in the
Okay,
main
we closing shop
yeah,
to open. Cool.
and then it gets to be about 6:30 or so, and he says, "All right, well, if there's nothing else, I'll go ahead and see all of you out,
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
and I'll let you be on your way. If you need anything, feel free to stop on by during your time here in the city.
Very nice to meet you, Tom.
Nice to
Very
meet
nice to meet you.
you. And so, anything that you want to do from here?"
Bank?
Oh,
Yeah, we can try this key out.
Yeah.
I say quietly to Mickey.
Try the key.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I would say, so for Edgar, Charlie, witches, dwarves, or trolls?
Dwarves.
All right. Okay. So one thing that Edgar notices, the group and specifically Kala, anywhere that they go, they're carting this old box around with them.
Forgot about that.
How like a big crate box? Like how big is it?
An oversized shoebox that's got dust and grime and.
We didn't put it in a bag?
Oh yeah,
No,
you
we
did.
put it in Kala's bag, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a bag.
So
it's not obvious.
Kala is carting around this bag
Okay.
with her
Let's say,
wherever
like,
she goes.
And it's clearly like full to the brim.
Yeah.
awkward.
And so, given all of this, you notice that Kala is very definitely treating this bag with kid gloves. I mean, I assume so.
Mm-hmm.
which is very much at odds with her otherwise boisterous, seemingly intoxicated demeanor.
There you go. Other than that, everything seems normal and fine and pippy. Nothing strange going on here at all.
No strangeness from us. We're
Totally
not
normal.
suspicious at all,
No.
I'm totally a doctor.
Totally a doctor. A 19-year-old doctor.
Dr. Baggins.
Dr.
Medicine
Baggins.
next on the Hallmark.
Very, very smart doctor. Medical school, very cool.
I think
As the Doogie Howser theme song starts playing in the
I'm
background.
a doctor.
I think I'd stop sort of like mid whistle and just and say, "Are you sure you're all right? I mean, you've seemed to have something you're very careful about."
I mean, define all right, everybody's got something going on.
Everybody's got something, but not everybody's mixed up in something when bombings have been going on.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know nothing about no bombs. Nope, not me. I just know there was a bomb and got away because I have to compete in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know. Good sir.
I helped patch up a few people, and then
Yeah,
we
saves
went on move on
lives.
our way.
Saw a house burn down and then just left there, and we're walking. Nothing suspicious here.
You say that, but if you're seeing houses burning down, why are you just walking?
Cause what are we gonna do? I'm not a fighter. I'm an Olympian.
Go stay in your accommodations. That's something.
There was bombs over there. I don't like to be near anything explosive-y. All right. A child could die.
So, why don't you just leave? Or do you have to do something with that? And he nods towards the bag that Kala has.
That's just the motor to the boat.
What's in the bag?
Drugs.
I think
It's
Is
drugs.
that what it is? I'm wondering what's in that bag.
motors aren't that small.
Oh.
It's a travel drug cooking kit. There's Bunsen burners and all that in there.
Perhaps it's my sack of severed heads, and yours will be next.
What?
Well, you do that, I don't think the British Air Force is gonna be quite happy knowing that my head's missing. They won't have a way back.
See, all the more reason not to intrude the privacy of the sack.
Don't mind her. She's protective of the motor of her boat that we put in a bag.
Motors aren't that small.
That's right.
It's a very special motor. I don't know
This
what
one
to tell
is.
you. Why are we letting me talk to people? I really shouldn't let me talk to people.
Latest technology from Prussia.
Oh.
So once so Edgar's ears would probably perk up at that, because Prussia, or the German Empire, is at the forefront of something called S1M3s, or basically steam-powered automata, and specifically weapons of war.
Please ignore Kala. She is idiot. Oh wait, I'm Kala.
And so
Please ignore me. I'm
at this point, given the British government's desire to study anything having to do with S1M3s, your interest is definitely there.
Okay. Wait, how'd you get your hands on something like that? You're not military, are you?
Not since I last.
I don't think the
checked.
military have to tell you if you ask. Only cops do.
Are you?
I'm not asking. I'm not asking. I'm saying you don't look like you're military. You don't
Not.
carry
not a
yourself the
cop,
same
I
way. I don't care if you're a cop.
Well, we're not cops, for the record. Because it's a crime to impersonate a
And
cop.
she dashes behind Mickey. Like,
we're the worst with people. It's really bad.
If you really have something from Russia, I'd love to see it. Genuinely. I'll take it, but just see it.
I don't believe.
I don't know. That's my bag. That's my purse. Just go Bobby Hill on him, Tala.
Okay. All right. Where am I going with this?
I have no idea. None of us know where we're
Me
going
neither.
except for we're going to the bank.
That is a
Mickey just starts herding people along to go to the bank.
Where is the bank?
Let's walk and talk, okay? Walk and talk. We're going to the bank.
Going to
All
the
right.
bank.
Well, I've
That is
got
right. We are going to the bank.
I've got
So while you work-
several weeks of nothing ahead of me if the fair doesn't open. You're obviously doing something. So I
We're
help.
solving random mysteries. It's not suspicious at all.
Sure, let's go with that.
Mhm.
If I help you solve your mysteries, can I see whatever new technology you have?
I feel like that's Catalyst's call since she's stoning the stuff.
I'm thinking.
Takes a shot of whiskey, makes more.
Yum yum yum.
I was gonna say
And
that's
as you're thinking, you hear a jingling that sounds like it's the jingling of a cab in the distance.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a cop. Cops jingling, you know. We put bells on you for a reason.
So, right.
um
And hold on. Is it true? I have to dare something. And Caleb puts down the bag to jostle what's his name? The new guy.
Edgar.
Oh my gosh.
Edgar.
Edgar, that's right. To jostle Edgar back and forth a little bit. Okay, he's not jingling. He's not.
Oh, I think it's a cab, Calla. I'm not sure though. I'm not really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I'm just a
I think
sheltered
we
Olympian
will
from Wisconsin. That's all.
we will check, and I will take back. We will go to the bay.
We go to the
And
bank.
if you're
All right. So, do you know which bank you want to go to?
No, we don't. We have no idea which bank we're going to. I'm just
Alrighty.
gonna go to the
any
first
bank,
bank.
any bank. Give
Any
it a shot.
banks?
if you
So,
can guess, and if you can guess the
We're
animal
gonna
I
find
am
some
thinking
stuff.
of along the way, I will show you what's inside the bag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So, as you are talking and walking, and you go up to the edge of the street, you see the source of the jingling.
Mm-hmm.
There's a trolley
Mm.
that is being pulled along, like going up toward you. And as it rolls along, there's a little bell,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where the jingling's coming from.
Hmm.
Okay.
Open the bell to us.
Do we need a trolley to get to the bank?
You might be able to ask for directions.
That makes sense. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna ask for directions.
All right. So you stand up on the corner. Dr. Baggins does. Puts his hand out. Trolley stops. Are you getting on? Where are you headed?
Where's the nearest bank?
Bank's not going to be open for another hour, but there's one about 3 blocks up,
Okay.
and 3 blocks up, 2 blocks over to the left.
Okay. Do you guys want to walk? Or do you want to take a trolley?
Walk?
Does
Sounds good.
this
It's good cardio.
does the trolley lead there?
More adventure.
All right. So he waves to
I
you.
like it.
Thank
It's
you,
like
sir.
a land boat.
Yeah, I feel like it's a scam. The trolley's a scam. Everything's a scam, though. Really.
Yeah, but you are very.
Capitalism is a scam.
Could be worse.
We all die.
Give it another 100 years.
So I said could be worse. It'll be your empire in a
their
bit.
problem, so we'll be dead and gone by then. We don't have to worry about that.
Capitalism will be America's empire in a few years.
Alice holding.
That's a them problem,
Alice
not
holding
me
the bag
problem.
very carefully.
It's an anglerfish. Are you serious? I'm sorry.
And so as you're walking along, street's pretty much dead. Sun's by this point peeking up over the horizon because it is late November. And you walk up, you get to the bank, First Bank of Missouri, according to the sign. And yeah, it looks like it's closed.
All right, that's fine. Anything around that's open?
You see a couple of what look like they might be restaurants. So I mean, there's that. There's a newsboy out on the corner. Other than that,
like a park or someplace?
I mean, no.
Okay.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing like that.
Okay.
You've got houses. You've got a couple of businesses. Everything except for the two restaurants, one on either side, are closed.
Okay.
I'd probably go pick up a newspaper.
Okay.
Ooh, newspaper, yeah.
Newspaper.
That's smart.
And the newsboy puts out his hand and says, "That'll be a nickel, please, sir."
Is that an accurate price?
Yeah.
This is me asking you, like, if that's like a standard.
Yeah, that's what he's charging.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm just trying to see if I'm being overcharged. Okay.
It's a scam. Capitalism's a scam.
Capitalism is a scam.
Sure, I'll toss him a nickel and take the paper.
Okay. And he says, "Thank you, sir. And yeah, may the news be all you could hope it could be and more." And he smiles, and you can see a tooth missing in the front.
That's adorable.
Aww.
And then he goes back to like trying to hawk papers.
Before he goes, I'd probably say, not bad, but it could use some work.
You need to work on your branding.
Yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit.
It's got potential. It's got potential.
It's got potential, but you know, just keep working on it, buddy. Keep working on it.
My mom says that it's good for me to work, and thank you. And then he goes back to hawking his papers.
I take my paper and I go.
That doesn't seem like child exploitation.
Rejoin the group.
It's fine.
Well, this is 1904.
Capitalism.
So I'm pretty sure we're pre-Newsies strikes, aren't we?
Or a sweatshop job.
The cult of work.
As you're poring over the paper, there is front page news. The unidentified remains of what is presumed to be a man set on fire.
Me?
In addition to that, there is another bombing. Another bomb goes off near the fairgrounds, both of which seem to have happened last night.
if we were smart, we would just get out of this city, but we're not. So maybe Baggins is, but Mickey
Baggins
is
is a
not
90-year-old doctor.
Yeah.
I got a lot of places we can take care of people here if they're gonna keep bombing people.
I'm
Maybe
stuck
they'll
until at least the
finally
first.
make it official if I fix enough people. But
Yeah.
they'll just throw a certificate at me and then we'll be cool.
Wait, you're not an actual doctor?
No.
Why are we calling you Dr. Baggins then?
I take care of circus animals.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a circus animal.
I just been taking care
anyways.
of them, and so I just learned because they told me at the circus to figure it out, and I did.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they do at vet school. Yeah. Here, watch this video. This is how you do an operation. Okay, there's your vet license. Bye.
Yeah, a lot of downtime when you're in circus.
So, quick question, just so that I'm up to speed. Did Kala ever show Edgar what's in the box or what's in the
No.
bag? Okay. All right.
What's in the box?
And Talus, yes, Talus said that she'd show him if he could guess the animal she was thinking of. But no, she hasn't shown him what's inside the box.
A land
Not in
animal.
his lifetime.
Am I allowed to ask questions?
It was implied.
Is it a land animal?
20 questions.
Oh, you got to try. Are you really trying?
Is it small enough to fit in that box? Does it breathe water?
No.
Okay. You said it's roughly the size of a shoebox, right?
The box?
Yeah, the box you have is roughly the size of a shoebox. Okay.
Yep.
Small enough to fit in the box. Doesn't breathe water. Is it... Does it have fur?
Edgar's better at this than Cal was anticipating. No.
No fur. Does it have 4 legs? Was that a no?
No.
Okay.
He's not 4 legs.
Does that have 2 legs?
Yeah, let's go with that.
What?
Is it a bird? A type of bird?
Much closer.
Oh.
Yes, I'm thinking of a bird.
Oh my gosh, I think I know what it is.
What kind of
Okay.
bird? Oh, right. Is it an exotic bird?
Define exotic.
Does it come from a rainforest?
That's better. Potential. Remember, exotic is a very relative concept.
True. Is it a bird I'd find in this city?
Well, it depends on the city.
This one specifically. The one we're in.
Potentially.
Hmm.
Does St. Louis have a zoo at this time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, at this time, there are definitely animals at the fair. So yeah.
Okay.
You really want to see this box?
I
My
really.
box of my secret Prussian engine full of drugs, don't you?
I like technology. Yes, I want to see in your box.
Just give up. You'll never guess.
I feel like you should buy her dinner stuff first. You know, that's just me.
Uh, is it a parrot?
Oh, it's over the box! Oh no!
She looks at everyone else
before
like,
the bank in some alley though, because somebody might be looking for what's in the box.
You don't have to show me right now, but just eventually, I'd like to see it.
It will open.
not pretty. Hate you.
You told me to guess, and I guessed.
Deal's a deal. Fine. And opens the bag. There's the box is in the bag, right? Or is
Yeah.
there a bag in a box?
There's
How's
yeah, the box is in the bag.
Fine.
Carrying the bag with the box in it.
Did you tell anyone? I
Okay.
will know. So
Sure, I'm sure you
add
will.
it to my severed head collection.
I won't tell anyone. I like my head where it is.
Yeah,
It'll be
doesn't
harder.
have a severed
It'll be
head
harder to
collection.
pilot without a head.
that's true. You probably like need the brain and
Okay.
the eyes and you know all
Have
that
to see.
stuff.
Gentleman understands me.
Pilot to
And,
pilot,
she
of course. You
Unbags.
have water boats. I have airboats.
Mine's just like an airboat, only with water. But I digress. And she unwraps the box out of the bag and opens the box.
Okay. So
Stop telling anyone.
go ahead as she opens the box. Charlie, witches, dwarves, or trolls?
Witches.
Okay. So witches, dwarves, or trolls?
Again?
Mm-hmm. Again. Nope.
Dwarves.
Oh no. This is Charlie.
again. Or
Right.
Trolls.
All right. So you can't see inside the box very well. However, as the box is being shut again, you notice some lettering. And wait a minute. So you do notice some lettering. Does Edgar have languages at a 1?
Yes, I have languages. I have 4 languages.
Okay, so as
I
the
boosted
box
that
is
intellect.
being shut, just about the only words that can be made out are on that flap. You read J. Gisling and Sons. Now you would know from your time in the service, there is one thing and only one thing that this company is known for. They're known for making little dolls. They are known for making little dolls that are the bane of the existence of one of the longest running allies the British Empire has on the North American continent. And you know from your time in the service and your attachment to the British Empire that the CSA, who is this ally, the Confederate States of America, pays a bounty on each of these little dolls that get turned over to them. You know from your time in the service that this guy, the Jay Gisling, who's behind this company, has disappeared as of about 2 years ago. You know that these dolls are no longer being made, and you know that the bounty on this doll right now, if that is in fact the doll that you think it is, just from the name of the company, could fetch you from the right people about 2 years worth of salary.
I need one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So was there actually anything in the box, or was it?
You noticed what looked like to be a doll, but you couldn't really make out anything,
Okay.
which would track with everything that I just told you.
Kala doesn't really quite know. I don't think Kala really knows just the gravity of the situation here.
No,
Yeah, I don't think even any of us do. Right?
No.
no. The only reason why Edgar would know all this is because of the military attachment.
And Kala was really just messing with Edgar because he really wanted to see what was inside the box.
Yep.
Now I have an idea. I think I'd let out a low whistle and say, "Well, you did find yourself a box." Yeah, and he's gonna like look around a little bit
It's a pretty impressive
to kind of gauge how busy the street is and say, "We should probably talk later when there's a bit more privacy." I don't think you really understand what you have there, or what you might have there.
Well,
I understand fully what I have here. A box inside a bag.
I cannot argue with that. You're right.
Same rate. Well, it wouldn't be otherwise.
I suppose not. But bank first, I guess.
Sounds
mm-hmm,
good.
mm-hmm.
All
For the
right.
bank.
So
We've
For the
totally
bank.
legitimate, non-suspicious things to do with the bank.
you wait for the bank to open.
Uh-huh.
Bank opens up its doors,
Hmm.
and of course the main teller opens up the bank and says, as he walks up to the front doors, "Can I help you?"
I didn't think this through. Oh God.
Are you here to make a deposit?
Neither did Kala.
No, so actually what we're here for is my mother died. She's from St. Louis.
Yeah.
She had this key, right? And we don't know what it's to. We just found it in her stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe you could help us figure out. It looks like it might be to a safety deposit box.
Oh. Do you have the key with you?
There you go.
Yep.
204. 204. Here you go.
And he takes the key and he flips it around in his hands a moment, and he looks at it and he says, this isn't one of ours.
Okay.
Do you maybe know what bank it might might belong to?
This is actually one of Old National's.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
No worries. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, we're just really grieving the loss of my mother, and I feel like I just need to be alone for a little bit now. So
I'm really
so
sorry about your loss, sir, and I hope that I hope that you find what you're looking for.
Thank you so much for your help and your condolences.
And so
Walks out.
Bacon. Oh wait, we ate it all.
Yep.
Oh, bacon.
And so he goes ahead, he opens up the door, goes inside to open up the bank, and
Okay.
Old National Bank. Bank and Trust.
And
Did the trolley go when we needed it?
and the whole time, the, the whole time they're inside the bank, assuming that they're inside the bank, I just want to say Calla is smoking a cigar.
That's amazing.
Conducting business.
Where she got a cigar, we have no idea.
It just appeared. It just.
Yep.
Random
They,
stuff.
they can last
Look,
a
it's
while.
from the
If you,
corpse. Who knows?
they can last a while if you don't smoke them all in one go. Right. So just
Is that a Nerf dart?
smoking a cigar inside the bank. Yes, it's a Nerf dart.
Yes.
And so, yes, the bank teller did not actually let you inside the bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all of you are still out front. And it's about, I'd say just before 8 o'clock now.
Okay.
And the street is starting to come alive. You've got people walking to and fro. You hear hammers in the distance. You do hear more jingling from trolleys. You hear people out talking and laughing.
Okay. The
So-
world is awake now.
What do you want to do?
All right. If there's somebody around, maybe ask where National Bank is. Bank and Trust is.
Okay. And so you've got some random passersby that you could.
Okay.
Okay, so Dr. Baggins, I'm going to assume, goes up to the first person he sees and says, excuse me, I'm looking to get to Old National Bank and Trust. And they tell you, oh, you're a bit of ways from there.
Okay.
You're going to want to go back down towards City Hall.
Do I know where City Hall is?
Yeah, City Hall is going to be back toward where McCready's boarding house was.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, it's going to be right across the street.
Okay.
Can't miss it.
Then I would have noticed the City Hall.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll figure out how to get there then. Thank you.
Yeah, easiest way would be just, go up the street, go up the next block. There's a trolley.
Okay.
That'll run you right by there. They should be open by now.
Cool.
Or by the time you get there, at least.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, person.
Thank you, random citizen.
Walking towards the bank.
Let's go.
All right.
Towards the bank / find a trolley.
So you find a trolley, and of course, the trolley stops. And as the trolley stops, the gentleman that is driving the trolleys points out to the fare box, and it's going to be a nickel for all of you for the tickets.
Per person?
Yeah.
Off inflation.
I gotta go.
Full nickel.
Capitalism scam.
225.
Yeah.
A whole nickel. Inflation is getting out of control.
It really is. It really is. But you should. I bet you it's really bad in like 100 years. Like real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By then it will be 10 cents for all of us.
Yes. Absolutely. 10 cents.
And
Not
so
$40.
So you go ahead and you ride the trolley. Nothing really out of the ordinary happens while you're on the trolley. It lets you off right at City Hall, and right across the street is Old National Bank and Trust.
Thank you. All right. Let's get your sob story on, girlfriend. Person.
Let's go.
Sorry.
We go to the bank, and yeah, I'm gonna pretend to be distraught about my mother's death and
Yes.
finding this key.
You do that well.
And so
Can't do it.
as
Baggins is
come
not
up,
a liar. Mickey is definitely a liar.
so as you go up to the tellers, and you do see a couple of tellers working at the bank. Um, as Mickey approaches, one of the tellers looks up and says, "May I help you?"
Yes, yes. So my dear mother, which was just everything to me, uh, recently passed, and we were cleaning out her house and found this key, and we believe that it is to a safety deposit box here at this fine establishment.
Oh,
Ugly crying. Really
Can I-
bad.
can I see the safety deposit key?
Yep. Give me the key.
Okay. And the teller looks at the key as you hold it up and says, "Okay, yeah. Let me walk you back to the boxes." Um, and opens up the door to the room.
Tissue, whatever.
Yeah. Here's a handkerchief.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Blows nose into handkerchief. Like just
Okay. Thanks. You can keep it. Need it again.
I don't need it back.
Thanks.
It's fine. You keep
Thank
it.
And so the teller unlocks the room, ushers you inside. Do the rest of you follow, or do you wait outside?
Is it kind of suspicious to have a motley crew going there?
It's up to you.
What do you think?
They're my emotional support people.
Okay, I'll go with you. Well, let's go with you. I'll go with you.
That was a doctor.
All right.
I am going to stay wherever Kala is, because now that I know what's in the box, I'm probably very
You're like,
aware of like
The boxes suck.
everyone else. I'm just like, if they found this, someone else is probably gonna be after it, so I want to make sure nothing happens to this box.
All
I
right.
ordered them and the place blew up. It's all good.
So is Kala going into the safety deposit box room?
Is there whiskey in there?
No.
There might be.
We have no idea.
I guess we don't know what's in the safety deposit box.
It's a mystery.
then she's staying put.
80-year-old
All right,
whiskey.
outside.
She's keeping an ear out for danger, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think not that I think that she's got any weapons at the moment.
So
You don't have any rocks?
Oh, I got pocket rocks. Don't worry.
I have a tool bag.
As you're standing around, which is dwarves or trolls for both Edgar and Kala. And if one of you just wants
Oh
to
crap!
say,
It's a mobster bank, and we're gonna get shanked.
Trolls.
Dwarves.
Okay, so all right. So Kala doesn't notice anything, right? Edgar notices one of the as you're just standing there, Edgar notices the other teller um, as soon as Mickey and Dr. Baggins go into the safety deposit box room, notices the teller close the door and lock it. And then no sooner does the teller do that, the other teller starts to go over to the other side of the bank, knocks on a door, and the door starts to open up, and you see two very finely dressed gentlemen start to come out.
Crap. We done messed up.
Followed by a third, followed by a fourth.
Well, this is kinda
crap!
exciting.
The cops are here.
And
Those are
Edgar-
definitely cops.
You got your cops.
Edgar notices that they are very clearly carrying pistols.
No.
Definitely cops or mobsters. We're dead.
We have rocks.
We have
And a
rocks.
scalpel.
And a scalpel.
Okay. Seeing this, I had probably lean over to Kala and say, "Looks like we got trouble." And just like point, like nod towards, like just point out what is going on.
And two of the individuals go over and start talking to the teller that knocked on the door. The teller looks back and like motions to both of you. Two of the officer, well, we don't know that they're officers, but two of
They
the
have to tell us if they're cops if we ask. That's the rules.
So two of the very finely dressed gentlemen that are carrying firearms openly on their person start to go toward the safety deposit box room, and the other two start to walk over.
These are Pinkerton assholes. I'm gonna lose my shit.
where you
and take their
Kala
guns.
are standing. They're walking very, very confidently. And yes, as they're walking up, you notice the Pinkerton eye badge.
Fucking Pinkerton. They're not even real cops.
Have I encountered any of these people before? Like, do I know anything about them?
You've seen them around the fair. You know that they have something to do with American law enforcement. That's about as much as you know.
Okay.
Pinky eye.
And as you continue to watch, the two Pinkertons go over to the safety deposit room. And of course, really quickly, as I'm assuming that Mickey and Dr. Baggins go over to box 204.
Yep.
We don't know nothing.
So you go ahead and you unlock it, and you open it up, and it's completely empty. And
well,
so
I guess my mom just must have done something with it. You know, thank you so much for your time. We're just gonna leave now. Appreciate your time.
But the door is locked in her face.
So as you go to the door is very definitely locked.
Why would you lock us in here? Are you a cop? Are you a cop? You have to tell me. If you're a cop, those are the rules.
As you turn around, you also notice that the teller is not there.
What?
So you're locked in there by yourselves. And
no windows, no nothing.
Nope.
That's the way they roll.
And so as you're standing there, the door starts to open back up, and you see two very finely dressed gentlemen with a very familiar looking badge. Staring back
Shut the door. I like want to I want to make like some sort of fitness check to like Spartan kick the door back shut.
And so
not today, Satan.
We just like we're gone. Oh wait, I'm not a magician. That's Trevor's.
So can I shut it like as I see them like opening it since we're like right there?
Can I
like
try?
Spartan kick it back shut in their faces?
So you slam it shut.
Yep.
And as you do that, door shuts, sure. And they go ahead and you hear it lock again.
Right.
On the other side.
Yep.
And as all of this is going on, then the two individuals that were next to the door end up turning, and they start walking back over to Edgar and Kala. And so now you have four individuals that are converging on the two of you. One of them, older guy, maybe mid to late 40s, balding, looks at both of you and locks eyes at Edgar and says, "Good morning to you, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?"
Edgar don't know nothing about nothing. He's just a military man.
What's the reason for it? I mean, we're just came in this morning, haven't done anything.
Oh, I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. Now we want to make sure, and of course at this point you see a couple of other couple of people that have started to come into the bank, and one of the individuals that was with the four goes to the bank and starts motioning for them to go away. And the other three are standing around you, and the guy that was walking up to Edgar says, "Yeah, I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding, but just to make sure, there's been a lot going on in this city, and we'd like to take uh, you and your friends down to our station to ask a few questions."
Wow.
I feel like they need, some sort of legal paperwork for this. I don't know.
I mean, is that
They're not caps. They're just private investigators.
really necessary? Can't we just have a conversation here?
Well, this is something that we really need to handle down at the station. It'll just take a minute. I can call a cab for us. Be here in no time. You don't have anything to hide, do you?
No, certainly not.
Okay.
But if it'll only take a minute, I don't understand why we can't do it here.
I mean, on the off chance it is something that would be of any concern, then yeah,
Then we can arrest you. Or
we'd
beat the
rather do it
information
down at
out
the
of you.
station. And on that note, 3 minutes to go. If it's okay, we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up here.
Sure.
Yes, I need time to think. I mean, I already have the inklings of an alibi, but I have to think on it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope everybody had fun.
That was
Oh my gosh.
the fucking Pinkertons. They're my nemesis
Ended on
now.
no.
I'm obsessed with this box.
I can't believe that.
Edgar's obsessed with the box, and Mickey's obsessed with cops and Pinkerton agents, apparently.
So all of you get the customary 1 NSP. And Dr. Baggins gets an extra NSP. I'm going to go ahead and give Mickey 2 NSP. So Mickey gets 3, Dr. Baggins gets 2, and Edgar and Calla both get 1.
Nice.
Okay.
And if there are no further questions, I will go ahead and let you wrap things up on your end there,
Sure.
Charlie, and we'll meet back again 2 weeks from now.
Okay,
Yay.
sounds good. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoyed our descent into this new adventure. We will be back with this game in 2 weeks, but Sad Vampire Boyfriend will be back on Tuesday for a very, very chaotic episode where everyone goes to a wine and dine cooking class. And
It's amazing.
just
everything that you ever want.
absolute
Out
chaos.
of a
Yep.
cooking class
Yep.
with vampires
Yes.
and cops.
With one cop. I mean, one
Yeah.
cop.
I
But
mean, we already knew he was a cop, though. So.
yeah. So we will see everyone again soon. Bye.
Bye. Okay.